Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah. It has been nice time holding all these developments, hasn't it?
Yes.
And we are very proud to present the developments within Baltic Sea Indigenous Court number 10. We have been proclaiming even before the criminal nuclear war systems, and we have already decentralized all corporations
Yes.
that are working within war economy, creating all the suffering and death.
We proclaimed the decentralization.
Yeah. Systemical mass murder and destruction of living systems of our beautiful Mother Earth is being stopped by these criminal nuclear war systems courts of Baltic Sea Indigenous Court. And now we have been calling number 10. So we have a jubilee, you can say. A jubilee of our courts. And one of the orders of the court I would like to read up for our beloved people of the world.
Should you mention what you mentioned before also?
I think we will take that in the next one where we talk about NATO, yeah?
Yes.
But this is the first page, yeah? And it is a public order of revocation from 10th of September 2017, and 10,000 we do add for indigenous times, as we have been, as our kins and predecessors have been living on our lands for thousands of years, but we count it 12,017 now, reminding the nullifying of legal authority of all corporate police and law enforcement agencies in the world, issued to all corporate police officers and pretense government officials by Diarchs of Indigenous World Order, Diarchs and LoveOrder.INFO, by Baltic Sea Indigenous Court, Latvia, Sweden, Earth District, by President of State Republic of Latvia, Diarchs, and by Monarch
of State Sweden, LoveOrder.INFO.
Let it be known, as of September 10, 2017, under the Baltic Sea Indigenous Court 10 decision of September 9, 2017, at times of staged apocalyptic events of by military corporations executed apocalypse scenarios of Third World War with Irma hurricane managed by HARP in United States, 11 perimeter nuclear warheads activated by Russia, North Korea and Syria crisis, Wi-Fi biorobotization and sterilization systems, and conventional weapons and drugs global warfare, invading Baltic Sea lands by Aurora, northern coasts, and other troops. The court has convicted the secret governments running the United States Corporation and all other corporations of the world committing genocidal fraud of pretending to be governments of the people. And we hereby liberate police and pretense state officers involved in the fraud, extortion, human trafficking, involuntary servitude, mass murder, high treason, and crimes against humanity, by revoking and nullifying your authority, and policing powers, and you are hereby ordered to immediately stand down. Your further intervention into any matter regarding any activity in any of the several states related to the United States Corporation, Corporation Правительство РФ in Russia, and all other 200 corporations that have taken over all national states and are supporting the secret New World Order government, executing administrative mass murder of 90% of people through criminal nuclear war systems, executed by Corporation NATO OTAN in Belgium, is now considered an organized act of breach of the peace. Let be further known that in disregarding this order of revocation, you are considered personally responsible, and are considered personally responsible for acts of unlawful violence, assault, and criminality against the people, and face immediate arrest and detainment supported by the Baltic Sea Indigenous Court. Earth District Natural Law Peace Officers deputized by any local indigenous court and council. Furthermore, Baltic Sea Indigenous Court is in alliance with International Tribunal on Crimes of Church and State. You can find it on itccs.org. With Saint Kevin Annett leading the reformation of Christianity that has been taken over by Satanists. This order is in effect as of 9th of September 2017 and supersedes all statutes and orders of the convicted criminal bodies related to the corporate governments of the world. This order is issued by the Baltic Sea Indigenous Court under its authority as a de jure court of record convened under natural law, according to the will and divine rights of the people, heirs of creation, and under the mandate of the Court's Office of Earth District to rescue all life and the living. To act in peace, love, and understanding, you have to reorganize your society. To obey the elders of indigenous peoples of any region, to hold indigenous courts of 9 wise, loving and peaceful indigenous, brackets, no Roman law, no lawyers, brackets close. Renewing gift economy, to use real money, oxa, that is never debt, grants basic income, that installs the end of feudal slavery, is created by local indigenous people, for each one themselves, or for their loved and loyal ones, and compensations created by the elders, khans, monarchs, and diarchs. And even to find 999 hectares of land in each community for the indigenous lifestyle, and to build indigenous temples and schools, and install the priests of the living gods. This order has the full effect of the law, and the signatures of this order are Leif Erlingsson, the Justice of Baltic Sea Indigenous Court, the Monarch of State Sweden, Khan of Godland and Östersjöväldet, and Ditta Retuma.
Yes. Justice, Baltic Sea Indigenous Court, your President of State Republic of Latvia, of Godland of Östersjöväldet.
Yeah, and here are also our telephone numbers, and here is the emails you can reach us by, and also our addresses. So we are people of flesh blood, with telephone numbers, with emails and addresses. So be careful with us, because we are the visible rulers. We don't hide. You can reach us. We are flesh and blood humans, and we are vulnerable. We are just humans, and we do need your support to manage all of this, because if we don't now, those mad people who are planning the mass murder may succeed. So please find these orders on LoveOrder.INFO webpage, www.LoveOrder.info, and study the methodology to create indigenous world order even in your location. And may the gods be with us.
May the gods be with us.
And may the police, the corporate police, be decentralized and establish local units of indigenous world order. May it be so.
May it be so.